To present the Logie for Most Outstanding Achievement by a Regional Network, please welcome last year's Hall of Fame Gold Logie winner, Bud Tingwell.
This year is the 50th anniversary of the end of World War II, a war marked not only by its truly global scope and heroic acts on all sides, but tainted by the terrible inhumanity suffered by its victims. As we know, Australians did not go unscathed. When Singapore fell to Japan, thousands of Australian prisoners of war were marched off to work and die on the Burma Railway. Those stories are now legend. But one tale of horror, death, and heroism has remained largely untold until now, mainly because very few people were left to tell it. More than 2,500 POWs were sent to Sandakan, or Sandakan, as some call it, a prison camp in Borneo. By the end of the war, only 6 of them had survived. Considering the power of its message, the judges of the award for the most outstanding achievement by a regional network decided there could only be one nomination. Sandakan The Untold story is a testament to the courage of the people who died and the resilience of the few who survived. Now, the Second World War ended 50 years ago, but there is almost no continent today free of conflict. Sandakan The Untold story deserves its sole nomination for one reason, if for no other: lest we forget.
A young Australian soldier, Don Wall, was there, and during preparations for the coming battle, moved among the troops with a movie camera. No one imagined the atrocities ahead, his lens capturing now haunting images of men and women who were to die cruel and brutal deaths as prisoners of the Japanese. They were ordinary people from the cities and country towns of Australia. Most of these nurses were to be machine gunned by their Japanese captors.
The Logie for the most outstanding achievement by a regional network goes to NBN News Newcastle for Sandakan The Untold story.
2,500 Australian soldiers died as prisoners of the Japanese on the infamous Sandakan death marches in Borneo. Sandakan The Untold story was compiled by NBN journalist Andrew Logie, who is now accepting the award.
This is a tremendous honour, and it's also a great tribute to a tragic chapter in Australia's history. I'd like to dedicate this to the Sandakan Memorial Foundation, the Death March survivors, those who didn't come back, and the families who trusted us with their stories. Also, I'd like to thank author and former prisoner of war, Don Wall, for his guidance and his research into the topic, and also a small but dedicated team at NBN Television, including Stuart Osland and David Trelfo, who are down here with me this evening. Thank you very much. And the only thing is to say good night to Sam, Josh and Kaz and our families watching back in Newcastle. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, to present the first Gold Logie of the evening,